The family Chantel star Pedro Jimeno seems to be hinting at a fresh breakup in his life. After sparking dating rumors with Sophie Sierra and revealing his new baby to 90-day fiancé fans, Pedro came to the U.S. from the Dominican Republic in 90DF Season 4 to get married to Chantel Everett. 6 years later, Pedro divorced Chantel amid rising conflicts between their families. Pedro became a successful real estate agent and lost interest in Chantel as fans wondered if Pedro was cheating. Pedro re-entered the dating scene 2 years later and was allegedly dating Rob Warren's ex, Sophie. Pedro and Sophie supposedly went on a couple of dates, but there has been no activity between them since, suggesting a possible split. Pedro has been sharing his feelings on social media, and his latest update is a little bit passive-aggressive. Pedro reposted a text-based post by Rob Dilger, which said, "I used to tolerate a lot because I didn't want to lose people." Pedro seemed to have related to the text, mentioning how the writer had come to realize that those weren't his people anyway. Set boundaries. The post advised before asking followers if they agreed with it. Pedro did, and he shared it on his Instagram stories. Sophie was posting the gifts she was receiving from a mystery admirer on her Instagram. Her fans noted how Rob was stingy and would never have pampered Sophie like this man was. Sophie then flew to Atlanta to meet her new boyfriend. She never revealed his face, not even when the man came to Austin to meet her. Interestingly, Pedro also happened to visit the exact same places Sophie was visiting with her man on dates. However, since that day, Sophie has gone radio silent about her boyfriend. Within a few days, Pedro was sharing stories implying he was single at 30 with no kids and 2 cats. Pedro was all the more cryptic with his next update, which showed him holding a newborn baby and welcoming it to his family. As it turns out, Pedro had not become a dad, but the baby was indeed not his. Still, it looks like if Pedro dated Sophie and was also going out of the way to woo her with expensive gifts and flowers, the romance fizzled out before it started, teaching Pedro a lesson on to draw boundaries. Pedro and Sophie's rumored date might make it to some future spin-off, but it had made fans look forward to Pedro coming back to the franchise. He would have made a great cast member for 90 Day, The Single Life, like Chantel was in Season 4. Meanwhile, Chantel herself is returning to TV with 90 Day Diaries, where she reveals a birthmark, which is her biggest insecurity, and mentions that Pedro made fun of her for it. Pedro's latest Instagram repost could also be him responding to the family Chantel ex's accusations on the new spin-off. If not Sophie,